Secretary of State John Kerry continues attempts to broker peace between Israel and Palestine. Now, Israel is willing to continue talks, but discussions have hit yet another snag, with the Palestinians blaming Israel for the lack of progress. As One America's Erick Stakelbeck reports, some question whether President Mahmoud Abbas is serious about wanting peace.
Every U.S. administration since Richard Nixon has tried and failed to establish a Palestinian state. But that hasn't stopped the Obama administration from leaning heavily on Israel to give up land for the formation of that Palestinian state. Secretary of State John Kerry has made repeated visits to the Middle East over the past year to meet with Israeli and Palestinian leaders and try to get them to come to the negotiating table, but he hasn't had much success. Mahmoud Abbas, the Palestinian president, continues to refuse to recognize Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. We sat down with Jonathan Schanzer, Vice President of Research at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies here in Washington. He's also author of a book called State of Failure, which outlines Mahmoud Abbas's radical aims. He told us that Abbas was the wrong guy to deal with from the start. Take a look.
What we're talking about here is a guy who's become an autocrat, and if he decides that he does not want to make peace, peace will not happen. You know, you've got the Israelis deeply concerned about the Iranian nuclear program. They're concerned about the war in Syria. They're concerned about the Arab Spring and the upheaval that's been taking place all around the region. And here you have the United States trying to force them to make territorial concessions and other concessions that would impact their security, and they're doing it at the exact wrong time.
Now, Schanzer says the big question going forward is, what will the Palestinians do at the UN? Mahmoud Abbas has pushed for full UN recognition of a Palestinian state against the wishes of the Obama administration. And when it comes to the Obama administration, the other question is if international pressure increases on Israel, if Israel is blamed for the collapse of these peace talks, does the Obama administration have Israel's back, so to speak, at the UN? Erick Stakelbeck, One America News, Washington.